Back for my sixth live session, here to interact with all of you AJVians and along with our new viewers as well. So recently, in fact, we've decided that we would like to focus on specific topics during our live sessions so that our viewers can learn the maximum out of it. Yesterday, in fact, my colleague and fellow licensed immigration advisor Mary Joseph had spoken at length about up education. So post this session, if any of you are keen to hear more about that, then you should definitely search for that video on our Facebook page, and I'm sure you'd gather a lot of information about it. So today, before I start, addressing any questions or queries, basically I will be talking about Auckland Institute of Studies, or AIS, which is a renowned private training establishment in New Zealand. But before I get into that, I'd request the viewers to continue, pasting their comments or questions in the comment section, even while I'm addressing everyone about AIS. So it's a usual drill. Those of you who are already working with us, I'd request you to just let us know that you're an AJV client or you're an AJVian, as now they've come to be known. So I'd request you to just specify that and perhaps even who you're working with, as that would kind of help us to get you the most updated information about your application. And those of you who are not yet working with us, but who have harbored the desire to move to New Zealand, I'd request you to just leave your comment along with your contact number. That's extremely important, so that we can connect with you even post this live session and perhaps, transform your desire into reality for you eventually. So let me just check if I'm live. Team, I'd like you to confirm if I'm live as well. Yes, you do seem to have joined in. Okay, that's great. All right, so let's get right into it then. So AIS, or Auckland Institute of Studies, was formerly known as AIS St. Helens. It was founded in 1990, and it's considered to be amongst one of New Zealand's largest, privately owned institutes. So as the name itself would suggest, it was initially located in Auckland, and both the campuses are in fact located in Auckland. This institute offers a range of courses, from English language courses to courses in the IT sector, to hospitality management and tourism courses, and even business administration courses. So both the campuses are amazing in the kind of facilities that they do offer to its students. They do have a huge library. They have high-tech computer labs. They have comfortable dormitories, tennis courts, gymnasiums, and free parking, which is an added bonus. And other than that, in fact, the Asquith campus, also has a student training cafe, which is run by AIS hospitality students themselves. So that kind of really gives you that hands-on practical experience, that a student would ideally look for, while pursuing their course. So the institute, it does have a lot of strategic tie-ups or partnerships with, numerous academic institutions across the globe, in fact. So they do have partnerships with institutes in Bangladesh or South Korea, even Singapore, etc. And yes, for those of you who aren't aware, the New Zealand Qualification Authority does do, after a period of years, they do an external evaluation and review of non-university tertiary educational organizations. And they categorize them into, one of four categories based on their external evaluation and review. So what happens is that these categories range from 1 to 4, with 1 being the highest and 4 being the lowest. And each category has its, incentives or sanctions linked to it. So that basically kind of indicates a trust, in high performers, and as well probably restricts the activities of the low performers, so that it doesn't have an adverse impact on the students who are enrolled in an institution that hasn't ranked so high on the scale. So it's good to know that AIS was ranked as a Category 1 institute in 2014, which is when a review had happened, and even recently in 2019 when the next review happened. So that's great to know that they've kept up that ranking. However, what's more interesting to know is that NZQA rates the institutions on 2 parameters. So one is the educational programs, and the second is a self-assessment. So in the 2014 review, they were rated as confident in the self-assessment parameter, However, in 2019, that has increased to being highly confident for the self-assessment parameter. So that's great, and it goes to show that AIS is making an ongoing effort to kind of improve their operations and practices. And yeah, that's the kind of dedication that you would want to see in an institute, that you're enrolling yourself into, basically that desire to constantly better itself. Let me see if questions are coming in simultaneously. Once again, those of you who are watching, I'd request you to keep pasting your comments below, even though I'm just going ahead and speaking about AIS and briefing you all on, the different courses, etc., that it does offer. All right, so yeah, moving on. I'm now going to speak a little bit about some of the popular courses that are there at AIS, which a lot of our AJV students have, pursued as well. And we've received great feedback about those courses, and the outcomes have been great as well. They've gone on to find amazing jobs post completion of these courses. So the first program that I'm going to be talking about is the postgraduate diploma in business administration. So yeah, while AIS does have its own MBA program as well, what's even more popular than that is the postgraduate diploma in business administration program. This program, comprises of 8 courses of the MBA degree, and it's really well suited for busy managers who are seeking to enhance their career skills in a short time frame. It also gives you an option to complete the MBA degree with a further 6 months study. So that's a great incentive as well. What's amazing about this program is that it's really good for those who are perhaps doing part-time work during the week, and who may get exhausted from that. So you don't have to fret about that, because the classes take place over the weekends. So that ensures that while you can be productive over the week, you aren't really tiring yourself out completely from, say, doing that part-time work, and you can really focus on your course over the weekends. So that's definitely an added incentive. It does have 8 subjects. There are 4 compulsory subjects and 4 electives, and they would range across subjects such as accounts, marketing, finance, or even supply chain. The course does have multiple intakes throughout the year, and you would be requiring an IELTS score of 6.5 with no band score lower than 6, and I think the fees would be somewhere around 24,000 New Zealand dollars. So the fees is competitive as well, and decently affordable for the kind of education that you would be garnering from this course. So, all right, moving on. As I did previously mention, AIS is also well known for its IT courses. So the next course that I'd like to speak a little bit about is a postgraduate diploma in information technology. This is a level 8 program, and it's specifically been designed to address the skill shortage in the IT sector in New Zealand. So this course definitely does have a high employability rate. And once you complete this course, you'd be eligible for jobs at a higher than entry-level position. So that's great. The program does consist of 5 courses, which correspond to one of 3 specialist topics that you could choose to pursue. So the 3 areas of specialization are software development, information systems, and networks and security. And each of these topics can be completed by one of 3 different pathways, which are the internship, research, and industry project pathways. So yeah, there are several pathways to complete this course. It's a very flexible kind of a program, and you can choose what suits you best. Once again, this course too has multiple intakes, and one of them is in fact I think due to begin in May as well. So those of you who think that this looks like a tempting option to further your career, then I would definitely encourage you to connect with us at the earliest, so that you could perhaps make it in time for the next intake. And yeah, the fees for this course too would be about $24,500. Yeah, so lastly, I'd like to speak to you about a popular hospitality course, which is in fact one of the most popular hospitality courses in New Zealand, which is the Graduate Diploma in Hospitality Management. So this course is especially, suited for those people who are looking for management positions in, your resorts and different hotels, or if you want to get into food and beverage management, or the customer service industry, etc. So the course also does have an internship opportunity. In fact, AIS has its own students career center, and they would kind of help you out with the placement for the internships into some really renowned hotels like the Hilton or Pullman or Sky City. So this really gives you that hands-on practical experience that is specifically important to gain in the hospitality sector. Another really useful benefit of pursuing this course is that all the students who do pursue this course are also entitled to take the LCQ, which is the license controller qualification, at any time that suits you and free of charge. This is great because this certification basically allows you to serve alcohol to customers. So automatically, this also increases your employability. Um, Once again, the fees for this is very competitive. It's about 20,000 New Zealand dollars, and this course too has multiple intakes. So the hospitality sector, as you would all know in New Zealand, is really amazing. It's growing at an amazing rate. New Zealand does really rely on its hospitality sector and its tourism sector, and constantly kind of encourages that. In fact, in 2018, there were almost 130,000 people working in the hospitality sector, and most of the hospitality sales actually happened in Auckland itself. So, what better place to pursue this course than that city? I think it would be a great option for those of you who would want a career in hospitality to consider this course in Auckland. Um, so yeah, in conclusion, and to basically summarize the above, AIS is basically a Category 1 private training establishment, which means that it's privately owned and operated. So the fees may be a little bit higher. Of course, it's a great option. And when you do think about the benefits of going for a PTE over an ITP, which is government owned and operated, one of them is that unlike ITPs that do offer a plethora of different courses, PTEs tend to specialize in specific courses and give, offer niche courses, in those specific areas. So what's also great about them is that they focus a lot on gaining employment post completion of the course, and to help you kind of enter that professional field, which is why a lot of them provide you internship opportunities as well. They want to give you that kind of practical experience that would help you propel your career into the right direction. So, and since I'm assuming that that would be the end goal for most of you to be in, to kind of be able to get a great job after completion of the course, you should definitely consider an institute like AIS for that. All right, let's see if any questions have come in. Some questions are coming in, but I will still go on to talk a little bit about the cost of living in Auckland, and also how these courses could potentially lead the path to residence for those of you who are interested to pursue these courses. So when it does come to the cost of living in Auckland, yes, it is relatively higher than some of the other cities. You could be spending anywhere between 200 to 270 New Zealand dollars for a single room apartment. However, the city also does have a number of part-time working opportunities, and given the city's demand for IT and hospitality professionals, I guess you'd be in a good position to get a job post completion of this course as well. So definitely take that into consideration when choosing to pursue a course in Auckland. And talking about the scope for getting residence post completion of these courses, I would think that those are also great. After pursuing a level 8 course, you'd be eligible for a 3-year post-study work visa. That's basically an open work visa that would allow you to work for any employer in any location and in any position. And the fact that it's of 3 years means that you have ample time to find an offer of employment that is of a skilled job, and that would kind of enable you to lodge your skilled migrant category residence visa application. Obviously, if you get an offer of employment, for a skilled position, that would automatically give you 50 points. So I don't see, getting 160 points being an issue for, those people who do want to pursue a course in Auckland. Yes, it is true that, you would get an extra 30 points if you were to get an offer of employment in a city outside Auckland. But like I said, most of you should be able to get a 160. You should be eligible for the 160 points as well post completing a course in New Zealand. So that shouldn't really be an issue. Also, I mean, at the end of the day, if you do wish to, move locations as well post completion of the course, that's possible. Like, in fact, my colleague and licensed immigration advisor Mary Joseph had mentioned in yesterday's session that New Zealand is a traveler-friendly country, so it's not that difficult to kind of move between cities. So that shouldn't be too much of a hurdle as well. However, like I mentioned, Auckland does have great opportunities in the IT and hospitality sector. And most of the positions in the IT sector, such as software engineer or business analyst or project manager, all of these do also fall under the long-term skill shortage list. So if you do find employment in for any of these positions, you'd also get a bonus of 10 points. So yeah, basically, it's a great option that all of you should definitely consider. All right, so I think I've spoken enough about AIS and all the benefits of pursuing a course from there. I am going to move on to the questions and see if we have any. Um, all right, so we have a message from Mubashir who has said, hi Mubashir, if you could also let us know what your query is, or if you don't really want to write any question, but you just want to find out about the different options of how to move to New Zealand, you can just feel free to leave us your contact details so that we can connect with you and discuss the different options with you post the live session. So thanks for that. All right, Manuel has written, AJVN, hi Navya. I would like to thank AJV team as I got unconditional offer letter from NMIT today. Hi Manuel, thanks a lot for choosing to work with us. And that's great to know that you've got an unconditional offer now, and you'll probably be all set to lodge your application, I'm guessing, for the July intake. So that's great to know. NMIT, of course, is a great institute as well. So thank you for choosing to work with us once again, and I'm sure we'll do an equally great job at lodging your visa file. All right, Just Kumar has written, hello, ma'am. Tell me, what is decision ready application under partnership category? My number is 8A. Okay. All right, Just Kumar, thank you for leaving your number. I think you've also previously attended our sessions before. I'm not sure, however, if you are an AGV student yet. If not, then I would definitely encourage you to kind of take that next step forward as well. So when we talk about a decision ready application, what we basically mean is that enough information is available on the file for that for the immigration officer to just simply make that decision on the application without having to conduct further verifications or doing an interview. So, a decision ready application would only be made by someone who does have extensive knowledge of instructions and knows exactly what an immigration officer is looking for. Both the LIs in our team who do process partnership applications in India, who do help in lodging the partnership applications in India, we are also ex-immigration officers, so we do have that knowledge to help you create that decision ready application. So yes, I would suggest you to kind of get in touch with our team, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you with that. Mohammed Bhuyan has written, hello, hi Mohammed. Thank you for posting a message. However, I would like you to share your number so that we can connect with you. Krishna has also written, hi Krishna. All right, there don't seem to be any other messages on Facebook. All right. So we have a message from Okay, so I have received a message from my team member, Neha. This is regards to Just Kumar's message. And she said that you've been non-responsive to her calls and that you only tend to come on the live sessions and ask questions. So just, I would request you to please answer our calls as well. And, because we won't be able to entertain your questions anymore if you're not responding to our study advisors, because of course we are here to help you and guide you, but simply coming on the live sessions will not be good enough. Of course we would want you to work with us in return. So I would request you to do that, and of course then once you've signed up with us, we would be happy to answer all of your questions in great detail. So I would just encourage you to do that. Thanks. All right, we have a message from Thakur Vikas Rajput, who's written, "Can we pursue a level 6 course after completion of level 7 course in New Zealand?" Hi, Thakur, thanks for your message and for also sharing your number. I don't think it'll make much sense for you to pursue a lower level course after pursuing a level 7 course. I'm not sure if the courses are completely different in the subjects, but it would also perhaps hinder your chances of getting a post study work visa. So that doesn't seem to be the most advisable thing to do. But we can definitely connect with you since you've shared your number and find out more information about what you're planning to do. All right, we have another message from Sarthak Arora, who's written, "I got an unconditional offer letter from Otago Polytechnic thanks to AJV." Hi, Sarthak. Thank you for your message and thank you for choosing to work with us. And, I guess, our team has handled the offer letter part of it well. And I'm sure, we'll help you out with your visa file too. So just stay in touch with our team and, keep progressing in the right direction. Hi, Amar. Hello, I'm studying. You've written a message saying, "Hello, I'm studying Masters in Data Science in University of Otago, semester 1. Can you move to University of Auckland in second semester? How the fees and visa will be transferred and how will it affect me? Please help in the process as well." Phone. All right. Hi, Amar. All right. Thanks for sending your query here. I don't think you went through us. However, I'm sure our onshore team can connect with you because this may be a slightly complicated procedure and it depends upon the university policies as well. So our onshore team, however, can connect with you and help you out with this further. All right, there do not seem to be too many questions coming in today. So as far as other updates go, there was a recent update from Immigration New Zealand regarding the prioritization of applications. And so earlier what was happening was that they were prioritizing work to residence accredited employer applications. However, apparently they've been receiving a lot of those applications, so they will no longer simply be prioritizing them, but they will be prioritizing applications on the basis of how high the salary is. So I guess salaries that are higher than $50 per hour will be prioritized by INC. Other than that, there has also been a recent change in the salary threshold for skilled migrant category residence visas. While earlier the requirement was to have a salary of $25 per hour, from 24th Feb, that's been reviewed and it'll now be $25.50 per hour. So it's a minor change and it's a change that has been brought in given that the median salary in New Zealand has changed now. So yeah, basically that's what will be taken into consideration while assessing skilled migrant category residence applications. Other than that, another great news is that one of our clients recently bagged a salary of $100,000. So that's amazing news, and it just goes to show that nothing is really impossible. And if you want to live that kind of life, then I would definitely encourage you to connect with us because we can make it happen. We do have a very capable team of over 40 people who are based in India and New Zealand, Malaysia, and Oman. So we've really we have our wings spread across the globe practically. We also have about 5 licensed immigration advisors, and there are more in the making. So we do believe that it's important to give all of our clients accurate and honest advice at all times, which is the reason why we are all trying to kind of get licensed as well. Um, All right. So just a second. All right. So we have a message from Deepu, who has written, "Hi, madam. My name is Deepu Varghese. I'm planning to study New Zealand for PG Diploma in Building Service Engineering Construction field. Is better in New Zealand and level 7 is enough for PR." Hi, Deepu. Thanks for posting your question. However, you do not seem to have shared your contact details. I would encourage you to please share that with us so that we can talk to you about this in length post the live session as well. However, if you're looking to pursue a course in in the field of construction, then that's a great idea because a lot of positions in the field of construction are currently in the long-term skill shortage list. There is a construction boom in New Zealand, especially for the construction of residential buildings in Auckland, in the Canterbury region. Post the Christchurch earthquake. So there is a lot of construction going on, and the need for professionals in that field. Completing a level 7 qualification would give you 50 points for recognized qualification, and plus if you're able to find an offer of employment in New Zealand, which I'm sure you will, you'll get another 50 points, so that's great. So I don't think that gaining residence post completion of a course in the construction field should be an issue. You should be able to meet the points maybe after some work experience, or perhaps if you work in an area outside of Auckland. So yeah, don't worry about PR. In fact, permanent residence is something that you procure post having been a resident in New Zealand for 2 years. So that will actually be your first step. It shouldn't be a problem, and we'll definitely be able to help you out with this if you were to share your contact details with us. So thanks for that. All right, let me see if there are any questions on Facebook. All right, Sanando Basu has written, "Hello Navya, this is Sanando, an AJV client. Based on the new prioritization rule of getting rid of talent accredited work to visa applications, is there any other direct work to residence application?" Hi Sanando, thanks for your message. I think you may have got that a little bit wrong. They're not getting rid of the talent accredited work to visa applications, at least as of now. So that's still an option for you if you've got an employment with an accredited employer. It's simply that they may not be prioritizing it as they used to initially. Like we were, accredited employer applications were assessed perhaps even within 2 weeks. So now the processing time frame may be a little longer. That's the only change. Other than that, I guess you do have a work to residence option under the LDSSL list as well. So if your position does fall under that, you can perhaps check that out. So, you can obviously connect with our onshore team since you are our client, and, we could provide you with more information and guidance around that. All right, so we have a message from Sarthak Arora, which is actually seems to be a compliment, so that's great. Sarthak Arora has said, "I would also like to share from this platform that AGV is really helping me a lot by providing me with a great advisor, namely Mubaraka. No other consultant I have met who takes such a pain. Thank you." That's amazing feedback, Sarthak. Thank you so much for that. Yes, in fact, what's great is that Mubaraka is also one of our newer team members. So that just goes to show, how well all of them are trained. And it's good to know that, she's able to kind of answer all of your queries and that she takes the pain to answer each and every of your questions. So thanks a lot for the feedback. And, we hope to help you out in the future as well. All right, so we do have a question from Abhishek. I'm AJV member. My wife is studying in NMIT level 9. What are the chances of getting a job for accounts for me? I've done my MBA in finance and have 8 years of experience. Hi Abhishek, thanks for your query, and it's great to know that you're already working with us, and our team must be helping you out with your partner application as well. So the chances of getting a job for accounts for people who want to get into the profession of an accountant are great, because practically every company does have that department and would require professionals in that field. And the fact that you do seem to be really well qualified. The fact that you have an MBA in finance and 8 years of experience is just going to be an added bonus. So I don't think you should have any problem at all in finding a job, once you do move into New Zealand. All right, so we have a message from Jason who said, I've completed my bachelor's degree with 6 years experience, I guess. Can I join for a level 7 course in New Zealand? Hi, Jason. Yes, I think you should most definitely be able to join a level 7 course. However, I need to know what course you're exactly looking for, if it has some additional requirements apart from that. But, it seems like you should be eligible. Just please do leave your contact details so that our team can connect with you and check out what your profile is like, and what exactly you're looking to pursue in New Zealand. All right, no more questions as of now. Other than that, I would like to share our contact details as well. For those of you who were not able to attend the session, or who were not able to kind of leave their comments in the comment section. So if you are based in India, you can call us on the toll-free number, which is 1-800-103-6525. You can also contact us on our New Zealand toll-free number, which is 0880 If you do want your profile to be assessed for the skilled migrant category residence visa, you can always send us your CV as well as your spouse's CV to info@ajvglobal.com. Abhishek has written, there is any chance you guys help me to refer for jobs in New Zealand? Hi, Abhishek. While we do not really provide you with assistance about, when it comes to looking for jobs, we do always we have a great, really wide AJV student network. A lot of them are, in fact, working professionals. So we do keep sharing information there. And we also do give references to our clients. So, if that would help you get a job, then that would be great as well. All right, we have a message from Amar Gajjar. I'm age 39 in India, graduated in 2003, bachelor's in commerce. Can I get student visa? Hi, Amar. Thank you for posting your query. You have not, however, left your number, so I would definitely request you to leave your number as well so that we can contact you. I mean, there's not much detail about your profile here, but yes, the option of pursuing studies is open to practically everyone, irrespective of age or their previous background. Of course, we'd want to know whether you've been working post 2003 or not, and just more information about your profile to tell you what are the best possible courses that are suited for you. And we'd only be able to do that if you do share your number with us. So I'd encourage you to do that, and we will connect with you and talk about it in more detail. Abhishek has written, thanks. You're welcome, Abhishek. Yakub has written, okay, and I'm not sure in response to what. Yakub, if you could please leave a message about your query as well. Deepu Varghese has written, Madam, my sister is planning to study MSc in nursing. Getting job in New Zealand for nurses have any difficulty? Hi, Deepu. While there may not be difficulty in getting a job in New Zealand, you do have to be registered with the Nursing Council of New Zealand. So we'll need to see your sister's profile as well to see if she's eligible for that registration. Or alternatively, we do have the CAP pathway as well, in which you do have to take like a short-term course, and that kind of leads to registration. So if you could, I guess you did leave your contact details, but yeah, we will connect with you. If not, I would request you to leave your contact details, and then we can, talk about it further. Amar has written a follow-up message saying that he's been working as a financial consultant since 2013. That's great. So, you do seem to have experience in the field of finance. So, yeah, like I said, a student, you can definitely pursue your higher studies, especially since your last qualification was a bachelor's. You can always look at post-graduation studies and in the field of finance. And yeah, just please do leave your number so that we get in touch with you. Otherwise it may be a little difficult for us to connect with you. All right, Jakub has written, during studying in New Zealand, can we transfer our studies in Australia? Hi, Jakub. You have not shared your contact details. So I would first request you to share your contact details, and then, I'll respond to your queries. And the same goes for Amar. Amar, please do leave your contact details so that we can connect with you. Okay, Amar has written, can I go for a diploma in business management? Yes, you can, Amar. Like I said, now that you've even shared your profile and your contact details, it does show your level of interest also in wanting to go to New Zealand. So we will definitely connect with you, perhaps today or tomorrow. And one of our study counselors will, have a lengthy chat with you, really understand, what you're looking to achieve even post completion of this course, and then guide you on what the best possible course for you could be. One of my counselors has written that, Amar, you should perhaps opt for a master's, as you do seem to have good work experience. Of course, and you would also need to have a higher IELTS requirement. So I'm sure, once you speak with our study counselors, they'll be able to guide you around that as well. All right, there do not seem to be any more questions as of now. So, for those of you who are watching, tomorrow, one of my colleagues and a licensed immigration advisor as well, Tulika Mehra, will be coming on the live session, I think at 4 p.m. And she will be talking in length about ARA and, the different courses that are available in that institute. So if you're keen to, know more about that, then you should definitely tune in for that tomorrow. Other than that, I will be seeing you guys then next week. So thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day ahead.